Fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up here if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition! 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 Because of our traditions, we have kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, or how to wear our clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition start? Well, I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. Because of our traditions, everyone knows who he is and what God expects him to do. Day and night must struggle for a living, feed a bunch of children, say the silly prayers now, as the bright as master of the house, to have the final word at the Papa. Tradition, the Papa. We have always had our special times. For instance, enter the matchmaker.
Abra, I have a perfect match for your son. A wonderful one.
Who is it?
Ruka, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rugal, but she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Abra. Is your son so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks. It's a perfect match.
And Nachum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
Here Nachum is one kopeck.
1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
So if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Well, certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar? Oh, why, of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar. Far, far away from us. Then there are others in our village. They have a much bigger service. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, and His Honor... many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And amongst ourselves we get along perfectly well. Of course, there was a time when he sold him a horse and he delivered a mule, but that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony, and not a thing bothers us.
It was a mule.